What's up, Grow Fam? It's Wednesday.
Hey,
Once again, it's Wednesday, the middle of the week. We all need that little something to get us through the rest of the week, right? I don't know, but today's Wednesday. It's another Waylon Wednesday on Grow Fam. What's up, Grow Fam? How's it going, everybody? It's Wednesday once again. Switching audio tonight. Yeah, so tonight, okay, we're good to go. Grow Fam Wednesday, Waylon Wednesday. What's up, Grow Fam? Getting that middle of the week going on right now. We're going to have a little sesh. We're going to hang out. We're going to have some fun. We're going to give away Grow Fam box tonight. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Waylon Wednesday, powered by Grow Fam. All right, everybody, what's up? Welcome to Wednesday, everybody. Waylon Wednesday on Grow Fam. We are on the Indoor Farmer Rumble channel as well. If you guys are interested in Rumble, ask me about that. But yeah, happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy midweek sesh. It's time to maybe, we'll have some fun and maybe find some information out at the same time.
Your vegetables!
One last drink and I'll be gone. Make it count with the flash on. Never really felt like I belong, so I'll be on my way and I won't be long. I'll be dead by dawn. 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 Scrolling through my texts, she ain't done left them red.
All right, everybody, hello and welcome to Wednesday night. We Grow Wednesday is a show all about growth as people and plants. It's not just about plants, it's about all of it. We got a lot of stuff to go over tonight. We got a great show for you planned. It is May 22nd, 2024, guys. Bring them on in. Looks like we got about 70 people in here already. Tag those friends in here. Hit that like button and share it out if you can, please. If you haven't noticed yet, we have a new page with the Grow Fam. It's called Grow Fam TV. So go check it out on Facebook. It's going to be the hopping spot here real shortly. Excuse me. 1 second. Those frogs, guys. Grow Fam, what's up, guys? We've got an awesome guest for you tonight that's going to help me co-host the ship, and we're in a bunker. I'm in a survival bunker right now. As you can see, I've got to clean up some of this paperwork in the back and such. But it's fun. It's good stuff. It's a little dusty down here, but we'll get through it, guys. We're gonna give away Grow Fan Box tonight, so make sure you get ready for that for sure. I see a lot of people coming in already. We're live on Facebook, on YouTube, on X, on Rumble, on Kick, and we're also live on G-Lo's X. Speaking of, who do we got tonight? None other than your boy G-Lo from X. If you guys don't know G-Lo, I've had him on a couple of times, and he's a man of many talents. If you didn't see the picture on the front, you're going to see it right now in just a second. It's when he was like just hulked up, just incredible. It's crazy. You're going to see it right now. Check it out. Oh man, the incredible G-Lo. What's up, my man?
Hey, you know what's funny is that I use Canva.
Uh-huh.
And every time I try to illuminate my background, I have the same effect on my left cheek. I don't know if you noticed that.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I did. I didn't want you to notice, but you saw it.
I already know because I do it too, and I think it's funny because I look like the Terminator. But
the Terminator, yeah, okay, I could see that a little bit. I feel like that's coming back in style though, so you're fine.
Well, I gotta ask you a question though. Like, what's up with the money bags in the back corner of your room?
Oh, don't worry about those. It's not. They're Iraqi dinar. I'm still going through that. I got a little surprise for you. Here you go. We're gonna do not adjust your television sets. Do not adjust your screens. We are coming at you from the old school dial television now for the We Grow Wednesday. What's up? I set this up personally. Guys, we got a lot of people coming in. 134 already in the house. No, 140 actually with the Rumble. Cheers, Rumble. I lost a couple followers on Rumble. It's sad. Rumble, I don't know what they did, but they've messed with their algorithm. We're not going to get into that, G-Lo, where we got actual information to go over tonight. If you guys are interested at all over on X, there are plenty of spaces and shows and posts about algorithm and about all the different apps and all this stuff. So we get into some good conversation over there, that's for sure. But tonight you're gonna be my like co-pilot here. I got a bunch of stories that I pulled up, and by all means, if you have anything that you've heard of in the news. So what I do on Wednesdays is I typically try to find a guest, which if it's a new person, which you've been on a couple of times, but if it's a new person, I usually do like the one-on-one, blah, blah. How was your childhood? And, when did you first think of food or whatever, like that dumb stuff. But now we get to do a fun little setup here because you get to sort of pilot the ship. And I'm going to be going over a bunch of different articles. I found some marijuana related. Fam loves that. But we also got some non-cannabis related stories, which are really cool. For one, we've got this kid in Iowa that finds a creative food donation program. He figures out a way to take the farmer's market extra food. He goes through the farmer's market, and I haven't read this yet, but I'm guessing, I'm going to take a wild guess that he goes to the farmers that don't want to pack up any bits of leftovers, and I'm guessing that he's probably going to be like, okay, well, if you don't want to take that home, let's figure out a way to do a donation. But we're going to get into that. Let's see a couple other things I've got. We've talked about this before, but the United States have all the states that have legalized cannabis have raised $20 billion so far, and this was a May 8th story. I'm not saying good or bad in that situation. It's just news. I don't know if that should be higher or lower, really, to be honest. Another story that I think is really important we're going to talk about is in Massachusetts, of all places. We've got the House has approved veterans-focused bill on psychedelics and marijuana therapy as an opioid alternative. Instead of giving us pills and instead of giving us all these different opioids, like, I can't even name a bunch, all the different painkillers and everything, the VA. So now they're doing this, which is funny because, as some of you might know, I was kicked out of the military for using cannabis for my, self-medication. It's something that I just kept gravitating back to. I failed 4 drug tests over 4 years. So like, it wasn't that I didn't try, guys. Like, I tried to be like, okay, I'll just go get drunk all the time with you guys. Let's go do that. Drive home. Okay, cool. No problem. But instead I was like, every now and then I would gravitate back to the one thing that seemed to help me. And here they are, finally, showing their true colors. I know the federal government has done some things too. Anyway, I've been talking a lot. There's a lot more stories to get to, but how are you doing, man? I love the shirt. It's bright.
I forgot I was wearing it until I saw the camera on. Man, it's good, man. You're talking about the whole idea. Hey, I'll go get drunk with you guys. Oh, we'll drive home. Okay. And
No problem. Yeah,
you know how true that is? That's so true.
totally.
I've seen a lot of that in Hawaii, especially, I won't name the branch, but man, they will just drive drunk, no problem. It's crazy.
And half of them, and I was in the reserves, and so half of them are former police or current police, because they can do that as their day job, and it's just funny. It's like, I don't know if I feel vindicated or if I just feel like a lot of time was wasted, because, believe it or not, I would have stayed in the military if they could just, here you go, here's your rations of, your joint rations, or even if they would make me do something healthier, like say edibles or whatever. But anyway, it's not, we're not trying to make the whole conversation about cannabis, but that is big news though for me. Hits home really deeply. What's up, Eric? What's up, guys? Mike. Got a lot of folks commenting in the house, guys. Hit that like button, smash it if you will. 24 likes. Come on, we got like me a little more than that. There's a lot of moving and shaking though out there with different apps. I'm not to get back into that, but all I can count at least 3 of the ones I use are like the changing up all kinds of stuff and where things are, where the like button even is. Like, man, what's up, Cindy? Appreciate that highlights, Mike. Thanks, man. We're going to do a Grow Fan Box giveaway, and this time I'm going to ensure that Gilo gets in on this. It's happening.
You got a lot of traction on Facebook. I see all the comments just popping up.
Are you on the in the StreamYard? You got the comments pulled up? Okay. Yeah. Definitely going to see it. But yeah, this is a Grow Fam show. This is a lot of Grow Fam love. You got 40 people over there on the Grow Fam homestead. I only got 8, although they're probably all pooled in over there. Gio had 105 coming in already from X, man. I wish they would fix that though. I do not like the concurrent number. It just messes with me.
Yeah, those are just window shoppers.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're window shopping.
Michael Gray, thanks, brother, for the likes and share. Nobody likes and shared. Look, nobody liked and shared this. Someone named Nobody. I can see you're busy. I'll just tell you. I was like, I'll see if he notices. Cindy, yes, over on the X. Hell yeah, X is growing. I'm growing faster on X than I ever did on Rumble, and Rumble was the faster one. Up to 330 today. Shouts out to you guys. What's up, Jeffrey, my man? All right, so we're going to be getting the hashtag going here while we hang out and talk. I got some actually, they're pretty awesome stories I wanted to read. And there's a couple here that are from a little bit earlier in May, but there are 2 stories that seem like insane. So the EPA preps a ban on widely used pesticide. So there's a certain pesticide out there that a lot of people have been using, and they're about to ban it. So that's some alarming news. And then it says acephate. Acepate, I don't know, ACEPHATE is the name of it. One of 18 different ones currently under review. Wow. And then the other one is about a Florida bill that bans lab-grown meat to save our beef. So some states are starting to take it upon themselves to ban, cloned beef and whatnot. What's up, Mr. Burns? Smoking good meth head smoke. Oh, meathead. My bad, Mike. I'm like, whoa, Mike, come on. Ash, what's up? Ash is new to X. G-Lo, I got him in over there. He's actually, him and Miss Dreadful right here are the owners of the ship here, GrowFam Homestead. And shouts out again to our new page, GrowFam TV. Go check it out on Facebook. Cheers, Amanda. G-Lo in the house. Amanda, do you know G-Lo? Maybe she saw you before already. You're starting to build a Facebook rep. You're going to be like, oh no, I'm going to have to do something on Facebook someday. I know you got one, but it's like a family thing, right? Ash grows with the followers and highlights. Yeah, I actually meant to say this earlier. G-Lo saved me. Thanks again, brother. I have a guest that we mixed up the day, so she's going to come next Wednesday. No worries there. But yeah, it was like last minute going, oh no, I thought that was next week. So yeah, we're gonna have her on next week. But yeah, definitely the live stream community over on X. It's actually the name of a group over there. Although on X they call them communities, not groups. So anyway, it's a little confusing for the Facebookers, but no worries. I'll get stunned ASAP. Okay, Josh. Don't get too stunned, brother. I hope you're not driving. What's up, Billy? Man, a lot of folks. I'm gonna catch up here with the comments, and I'll pull up the screen. What's up, George? I almost called you Greg. Timothy, thanks for the tag. Okay, yeah. So we got people in here getting tagged. So let's do the giveaway. And G-Lo, I think you might have a second device. I'm sure to get in on this. I really felt bad last time. I still want to get in on one of your pods or just a random pop-up or anything you want to do, and we'll do a giveaway. We'll throw out a swag pack or something. I got a bunch of goodies. I do have a bag full of Iraqi dinar that I throw into the swag packs for people. I'll throw like a $250 bill into there.
Is that like a penny?
I don't know. Actually, somebody said it might be worth $20.
Okay.
Which is, hey, I don't know. But you'd have to I don't know how to find. I don't know if that's legal or not. I'm just shipping these bills around. I don't see why not. I guess. Let's see.
I have some. Somewhere.
The box GF. I'm being difficult, but it's going to be the box GF, DA box GF. So I'm going to put it in the screen. Give me a second here. I like to be difficult to make sure people are paying attention, because we got some good info tonight. All right, back to the show. You got the hashtag on the screen. Get it while it's hot. 200 people in the house. Let's go. All right. I guess I'll leave the hashtag up while no, I'm not going to do that. We're going to put the hashtag up on a banner, and then I'm going to show the screen that I'm reading. I don't know. For some reason, I don't like to read like a story or a screen or anything unless it's being shown on to everyone else. For some reason, it bothers me. All right, so let me make this a banner. Anyway, so I definitely want to get into that with you sometime, G-Lo, about your bodybuilding career. Like, just because, I did some weightlifting in school, nothing major, but weightlifting is more important than we think as far as later exercise. Because I keep thinking, I just want to keep the weight off, right? Not worried about getting strong. But weightlifting can actually do a lot for your health in other ways, not just make you strong, right? Would you agree?
Yeah, I don't think we're created to be sedentary. So, it's funny because a lot of Filipino men in Hawaii, they'll work until they die. Like the minute they stop working, they get health issues. They die early. So like the whole bodybuilding thing is some of the best nutrition in my life was when I was really serious about it. I would eat anywhere from 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day. And so, you really had to figure stuff out, right? And
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like, where do you put it all? But it's also just, how do you burn it all?
Yeah, I mean, just to be transparent, like in that photo that I have, that was probably at one of my peaks, and that wasn't natural. That was chemicals I put in my body too. And for anybody that's
I
like,
wasn't going to go there, but
well, here's the thing. People think you take any type of performance enhancing drug, it does nothing for you
thanks,
unless
Sam.
you actually put the work in. It really doesn't. And I wish that were the case, because if that were true, then everybody who takes any type of performance enhancing drugs would be like a professional athlete. But it's not the case. You got to work hard, and then you got to have
Right.
genetics. You got to have the genetics too. So
A lot of factors, and I think some people try to change what they were given too much. But
yeah,
but this is actually, I really do want to get a couple of these at least. There's some good stories this week. This is in Iowa, and I don't know if anyone's in Iowa, but I don't know if Iowa has legal cannabis. Probably not. I'm guessing not. This is a 2011 story. Why is this a new story then? Interesting. Maybe that's just some backstory here. In 2011, a local teen created a pickup program to take those perishable extras to the local food bank. Okay, makes sense. Watch the video. That was it. Oh, it's just mostly video. It's a good headline. I'm not going to watch the video, so we don't want to get copyright claimed. Plus, I try not to take other people's content whenever possible. I mean, I am reading content, but that's different. So I like to look at this website, and I didn't actually see anything that good this week, so we'll probably skip it, but I'll read the headlines quickly. farmweeknow.com is a Illinois based, but they do get a lot of bigger stories here too. But they just basically all agriculture based news. And guys, it's important. I mean, it might seem really boring to think about what's wheat stocks and corn stocks doing. Well, I don't think about those things because personally those bother me. Wheat and corn, like it's literally a problem that we gauge it by commodities that don't actually give us a lot of nutrition. I mean, yeah, you can live on corn, you can get lots of calories from it, but there's not a lot of nutritional value in things like corn and wheat. Just period. I mean, people have been living on it forever, but so like this one said, the very top story, Profit Watch, corn price expectations, right? So everyone's so worried about the corn because that's what a lot of the farmers in Illinois specifically make their money on. And the reason that is not because, oh, we just love corn here. It's because they're being paid to do it. They're being subsidized by the government, and it's like, that's a weird thing to me. They're paying them to produce things that we don't, that don't really make us more nutritious. It makes us more fat. Although the corn is being used for all kinds of other things, ethanol and feed and, animal feed. If it's not good for us, is it good for animals? I mean, I don't know, maybe. Bradley, what's up, brother? What's up, Joe Kelly? What's up, Sandy? Sandy, thanks for the stars. I saw that. Thanks, Ash, for pointing that out. Yeah, I'm not on that screen, and I can't see the stars. So, unfortunately, I can't go back and forth. I like to keep an eye on my Rumblers. Rumble is quiet tonight for some reason. Yeah, they're messing around with their algo, I think, here and there. Anyway, I'll quickly go through a couple others here. Fourth graders welcome Tiny Tim tomato plants with joy. Okay, that sounds fun. View from the cab, Knotts County. Just a story about farmers. USDA provides $7 million for Illinois water infrastructure. 3 villages and 1 water district will receive funding for water wastewater projects. Well, good. Get that waste out of there. How long will active weather be in play? So outdoor farmers have to think about all this stuff, active weather, the season changes, all these things that I don't have to think about. Well, I mean, for the most part, I don't. Let's see. IFB issues a state tax action request. Okay, that's all. See, it sounds boring. That might be the juiciest story there. This, this one that just sounds the most boring, right? That says issues a state tax action request, blah, blah, blah. And then you read into it and it's like, talks about giving over control of our whatever water resource, whatever it is, like something so important that's where the juicy stuff is that we don't really notice. That's when our water gets destroyed or our food gets poisoned. All right, so we'll move on. I'm not going to read any of those. They didn't seem too sensational enough, not for today. But I do implore and I do hope that some of you will read, at least add agriculture news into your news digestion, if you do at all. Like if you're not someone who watches any kind of news at all, then hey, whatever, I get it, head in the sand and whatnot. But if you're somebody that's like, well, I watch a little bit of this, a little bit of that, start looking into what happens with our food, man. Like, whew. Weather updates, Josh. Bro, I don't think that this year is going to be like last year as far as like the changes in the season and everything. I mean, I feel like it's already weird and May is already hotter than like July was last year. It's weird. Okay, so this is just, I'm not going to read all of this, but it just does talk about how it just says states meaning what, just all the legal states have now generated more than $20 billion in adult use marijuana tax revenue since the first markets opened a decade ago. So 10 years, 20 billion. They're spending 20 trillion a year. This is not enough. We need something that's going to make more than that. Personally, that doesn't seem like a lot. What do you think as a non-cannabis user? You think 20 billion seems like worth all the fuss? Like, hell, it's going to bring all this money in. It's going to bring what about all the money? Like 20 billion is a lot of money, but it's a drop in the bucket when it comes to, I don't know, the grand scheme of the country. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it definitely wasn't what I think people look at some of these numbers and like, man, oh my gosh. But then if you look at what the state budget is, so if you're looking at your state, for instance, whatever state it is, I'm in Illinois. So if you look at what they make on cannabis, you might, wow, $300 million or whatever. But then you look at the state budget, it's like 65 billion or whatever. And the difference, if you were looking at a chart, it's like nothing. Right. That's what, yeah, exactly, Matthew. I agree. They want it all. Yeah, that's for sure, Billy. For sure, man. All right, so let me go to the next story because yeah, we can all understand what's happening there. Okay, there's two stories here that are very interesting. We'll go to the bill first because it's more important. The Massachusetts House approves veterans focused bill on psychedelic therapy and marijuana as an opioid alternative. I won't read through the whole thing, but let's see. The Massachusetts House has unanimously, guys, approved a military veterans focused bill that includes provisions to create a psychedelic working group to study and make recommendations about the potential therapeutic benefits of substances like psilocybin and MDMA. And that's crazy. They're jumping the shark right past the cannabis into MDMA and psilocybin. Like when I was a kid, when you had whatever illicit drugs on the street, you definitely the hierarchy definitely went from like softer to harder drugs. Went cannabis to then maybe psilocybin to then MDMA. They're blowing right past to mushrooms and ecstasy over here. Like you know, like it's it's insane how they're going straight to that. It's the storms in Kentucky sucking. Okay. So Josh, thanks for the storm update, because I think I saw there was a bunch of storm warnings here too. It must be all over the country. We're so broke as a 2-person family, we can't survive. Yeah, I mean, well, I would think about moving, guys. I would think about moving, picking up, finding places with better opportunities. Maybe not just moving randomly, but we used to do that. Gilo moved. Gilo had to move. Shit, what? How many hours away?
Like 5 hours. Yeah, we still have our place in Hawaii, but
Nice.
this
I
is
didn't
for
know
this is for a season to help, with my brother's medical issues and stuff. So
Michael says he's considering ketamine therapy for PTSD. I've heard of that as well. Ketamine therapy is another one. And I actually had a occult mental health on, and she was talking about how she's a nurse and started her own private business of ketamine, administering ketamine privately to people. And it's pretty interesting how that's working. What's up, Terry? Hello, man. Appreciate you guys. Hit that like button if you guys can. We're going to be doing that spin here in a little bit. Best of luck to you on your journey, Mike. Yeah, for sure. I mean, ketamine is no joke, so definitely, do that with some research and whatnot. There's a word for the people that they're hiring in some of these states where they're legalizing stuff. They're hiring like a person to administer it to you, like officially. I forget what it's called though. What's the comment below, guys? What's the name of the person? Is it like you go into a facility and like you get it, like the mushrooms or the psilocybin or whatever? It gets sort of in a controlled environment. They give it to you, and I forget there's a term for that person that gets to be the arbiter of the substance, like a social worker of some kind. First time catching you on Wednesday. Oh, well, thanks, man. Appreciate you, Michael. New to Grow Fam, you guys are all very cool. Well, if you're new to Grow Fam, definitely, guys, go. And if you're old to Grow Fam, go check out our new page, Grow Fam TV, on Facebook, and hopefully we'll be, well, they're on X as well as Grow Fam, but on Facebook that we opened a new page, Grow Fam TV. Go check it out. All right, let me get a little bit of this here. Lawmakers also approved an amendment to create a pilot program to examine medical cannabis as an opioid alternative for veterans. Well, good. The chamber passes the legislation, an earlier version of which was introduced by Governor Maura Healey in November in a 156-0 vote on Wednesday. Wow, that's pretty unanimous. The Honoring, Empowering, and Recognizing Our Service Members and Veterans Hero Act. Man, they gotta be. What do they do? What do you think they do? They throw darts at a dartboard, like to make these acronyms, man. Like these crazy, like they have like 8 words in there. The blah 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 act. It's like why don't you just call it the Give Drugs to Vets Act? No, I'm kidding. But no, they already do. They already give lots of drugs to vets. They give lots of drugs to you while you're in the service, and they say, "Here, take this for malaria." Okay, now take this if you have weird dreams because of that malaria pill we gave you. Like it gets stacked up. Anyway, that's insane. Let me read it one more time. The Honoring, Empowering, and Recognizing Our Service Members and Veterans Hero Act is a wide-ranging proposal focused on veterans, but it cleared the House with 2 key drug policy reform provisions attached. So this is big news for anyone that looks at cannabis as a medicine, because we can argue all day, but you all know my perspective is that it definitely has its downsides. There are definitely not, there's definitely a moderation of it. There are what's the term? the worst or the best of two bad situations. Like if you're going to be someone that is doing worse things, like say alcoholism or whatever, or if you're just in a lot of pain or whatever it is, if the situation is worse without it, then I say take it. But if you're someone out there that says, well, you know, there's nothing wrong with me, and if I take it, I get sleepy and I eat all my ho-hos and ding-dongs. Well, okay, then maybe you're the kind of person that it's not that's necessary for. But moving on. So the psychedelics measure wouldn't immediately create a framework for legal access, but it would require the Executive Office of Veterans Services, the EOVS, to convene a working group to study alternative therapies to mental health treatments for veterans. So they're just going to allow more study. The federal government's been studying it for years, man. We all know this. Even, you know, what have you ever heard of programs with the federal government studying cannabis? I mean, they're pretty there's general stories about them since the 80s of that happening. All right, when they took her to Mexico, wow, Lisa got a long story here. Watch the movie Taking Care of Maya on Netflix. It's about a nurse that was a mom. They gave her daughter ketamine in Mexico because it wasn't legal here. She tried to save her daughter's life here in the States, and they would not give it to her. Said she was abusing her daughter, and then mom ended up taking her life. Oh wow. They took her to Mexico. The ketamine made her able to walk and everything again, and they took her away from her mom. Snap. Well, I do know that I believe it was President Trump that had enacted the I don't know what it was called act, but it was allowing people to do these, if you have a terminal illness, then you're allowed to try experimental therapies now, which I think makes a lot of sense. I mean, we could make a lot of strides medically if people who were on their deathbed, they're like, I don't care, let me try it, give it to me. You know, suddenly we got superpowers all after that. I don't know. We'll see. What's up, Robert? Staying blessed, my guy. Staying blessed. All right. If you guys don't see that hashtag, there is what the hell is it called? Banner. Hashtag TheBoxGF. I don't know. It's a weird one, but I try to make a different one each time. All right. Moving on. The rest is pretty boring. They're going to have a panel of people, and they're going to make more decisions, and they're going to attach more porculus onto it. But okay, so these next two stories are actually pretty related. The last two that I have about cannabis. Marijuana use linked to increase in light physical activity. Study challenging lazy stoner stereotype finds. So we all know the stereotype, the stigma, the lazy stoner stereotype. This study is challenging this by linking people doing more activity when they're using cannabis, especially people that can't do as much activity unless they have something like that. So I could totally see this without even reading it, but let's see. A new study into how recent cannabis use affects physical activity appears to disprove the long-held stereotype that marijuana makes people lazy, finding that young to midlife adults were neither more sedentary nor more intensely active after consuming cannabis. The recent use was associated with a marginal increase in light exercise. Recent use. So I guess we'll see if everyone agrees. Say if you're going to just smoke it, the flower, after an hour or two, as the effects start to wear off, you start to get more tired. Let's see. Our findings provide evidence against existing concerns that cannabis use independently promotes sedentary behavior and decreases physical activities. Researchers wrote, adding that stereotype lazy stoner archetype historically portrayed with chronic cannabis use does not acknowledge the diverse use of cannabis today. But yeah, because there are some that actually specifically are like energy giving strains, and more sativa or the more energy side of the plant. The report published this week in the journal Cannabis and I didn't know, I've never heard of this. The journal Cannabis and Cannabinoid Research drew on data from Canada's National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, NHANES. That's got its own abbreviation too. The NHANES. Open up, it's the NHANES. We're coming in. Which during its 2011 to 2012 and 2013 to 2014 cycles, including information from wrist-worn accelerometers that tracked participants' physical activities. Participants who were all between ages of 18 and 59 also answered a drug use questionnaire that most people probably don't answer correctly, but you never know. That asked about certain current and lifetime use of substances such as cannabis, cocaine, heroin, and methamphetamines. Interesting. Well, there's quite a bit more of that. I'm not going to read it, but it's interesting though that they're finding that there's more nuance to it now, and that's because it's not the same cannabis anymore. Like it's gone, there's a lot of differences to it now. And so this story is kind of linked. Cannabis use before bedtime does not cause next day impairment of cognition or cognitive ability or driving performance, study shows. So I'm not going to read it, but that's pretty interesting. This is again from marijuanamoment.net, I think. Let me see. Yeah, .net. But yeah, a new study suggests that using marijuana before sleep has minimal, if any, effect on a range of performance measures the next day, including simulated driving, cognitive, and so they did simulating driving tests. Okay, cognitive and psychomotor function tasks, subjective effects, and mood. Okay, interesting. All right, Gilo, we'll get out of those are the cannabis stories for today, and I actually thought those were pretty interesting. This whole study on the effects the next day and the energy levels and things, those are needed. What's up, Anthony? What is up, guys? 209 folks in the house. Hit that hashtag before we give away the Grow Fam box. Dreadful says it's definitely gotten stronger since I started smoking. Can turn anything into an edible too. Yeah, I mean, stronger, yes, but not just stronger. It's gotten a much wider range of a profile of different, uses, I guess, different varying effects. Not just the stuff that we used to have. Guys, make sure I see more hashtaggers. Yeah, make sure you hashtag, and you can do this on anywhere we're live, except for Kick. It's the only one that it won't work. G-Lo, you got in this time, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Hashtag. Yeah. Okay, cool. I want to make sure we're sitting at 45 minutes. I usually go to the first hour, and we'll do the hashtag. Okay, I'm not going to read the story about the pesticides, but it is something that is interesting because all these pesticides that have been in circulation for we don't know how long are now being taken off the shelf. Oh no, we can't use that. You got Bergie in the house? Oh, what's up, Justin? Cheers, brother. This other one, though, is interesting. It was from the beginning of the month, but in a state that purportedly prides itself on being a land of freedom and individual liberty, its government is now telling consumers what meat they can or cannot purchase. That's an interesting twist on it. I mean, we have the public health department for a reason. I think by this headline or byline. I'm not sure what the gray part is. The the customer that wants to go and eat roadkill like is still going to be probably stopped if they like. I don't know if that's legal or not. Does anyone know if it's legal to? Well, you're eating right now. I shouldn't be. Is he starts munching as I'm like talking about the like the downside of food liberties, right? There is the story of the farmer, not farmer. It was I believe it was a group of Amish or Mormons, or I forget who they were, but they were drinking non-pasteurized milk, and the feds raided their farm. Do you remember this? This was like 10, 20 years ago. I don't even know how long now. I'm too old. But they literally raided the farm because they were drinking unpasteurized milk, not allowed. I forget what state that was in, but it's interesting. Would you eat lab-grown meat? Is that what you're eating right now?
Man, I would. Yeah, so my son used to eat Beyond Burger, I think it's called, which is not lab grown. Well, it might be in a lab, but and we switched over to carnivore diet recently, actually last year, and so we don't do it 100% all the time, but
Billy.
yeah, I would never eat that lab grown. Yeah, it's crazy. The people actually think that's okay. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's going to be people that accept the argument that we just can't grow. We can't feed everyone. We have to go to these methods. We need to go to the bugs. We have to go to the lab grown. All these things. What's up, Cindy? Lots of people will take freshly hit deer. Oh yeah. Well, look, freshly hit deer is one thing. I'm talking like if you. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too difficult, but I feel like if you saw this like something really gross that was just there in front of a lot of people, and someone went up and started eating it, I feel like people would stop them. Like authorities would stop them. I don't know. I don't know if that's that there's a legality thing of that, but
I think it varies, per county. One thing with Hawaii is like where we live for 27 years, we have 1 million people, right, on a tiny little rock. And like everybody cares about everything. Like if you burn trash, they care. If you, and so where we live now in the country, people don't care. Like they could care less what you do. And matter of fact, they want you to leave them alone. They don't want any government intervention at all, right? But in the big cities, they want regulations. They want all these things. So, I mean,
I guess you're right. If you're in, no offense to anyone in the South, but I feel like that is where you hear the stories and like the trope on the movies and stuff, where you got like hillbillies scraping up the possum, the old, the Beverly Hillbillies grabbing up the actually, what is it? Texas Roadhouse, I think, has a bunch of stuff on their menu like roadkill and a bunch of things like that, and it's just different funny ways of naming like chicken and stuff like that. It's regular food, but they have stupid names like that.
if it's clean, I'll eat it. Being in Hawaii, we have a very intense multicultural diet or palate. So like I'll eat. I rarely eat fish cooked. I cannot stand fish that's cooked because it tastes a lot different, and you get a lot of,
better.
Yeah, you get a lot more nutrients actually with raw fish. So,
I believe it, but no, I'm not a sushi guy. I'm sure a lot of people out there right now are going, "Oh, I love sushi. Whatever rolls this roll." What's up, Smash? We got Smashly in the house.
See, that's funny you say that because when I say raw fish, people immediately go to sushi.
Yeah,
right? They think of,
but it's not always raw. I know.
No, I don't even go to sushi. I'm not even talking about sushi. I'm just talking about raw fish, like
just right out of the gills. Just
well, so how the Japanese people, what they do is they'll get a fish, they'll fillet it, and they'll slice it into thin slices, and they'll eat it just like that with soy sauce and it's the most amazing. It's pure, clean, just amazing. It's not fishy. People think, oh, it'd be fishy. No, it's not. And so, yeah. And then,
How is it cold?
oh yeah, you should eat it cold just because of the texture. Now it does get a little bit different as it gets warm.
Well, plus like I don't know, health reasons. What you wouldn't want to eat like warm raw fish.
No, you can eat it warm too. See, it's funny because in the United States, there's so much regulation. We're talking about regulations, and a lot of it's not because of the food. It's it's because of the way we handle it and the way that it's prepared or cultivated, right? So, um, in Africa, a lot of the countries they don't even refrigerate the raw beef. It's hanging out in the middle of the sun, you know, and it's normal, and they're totally fine. They've been doing that for thousands of years, you know. So,
Huh.
but in
Why
the
is
United
it
States,
though? Why? Well, not just the United States. Why did the Europeans start packing meat in salt?
well, that is for probably long term consumption. But like the ones that if you look on these documentaries, these African
Okay,
countries, yeah, they consume it like fairly quickly. Now they'll salt it, I'm sure, if they don't
couple
consume it.
days, maybe a
Yeah,
week. You think like
yeah.
it could hang like a slab of beef could hang outside for a week and just eat off of it?
Well, like so here in Oregon, we have really good beef, right? And I'll eat raw beef if I know where it came from and if I know what type of cattle it is. I'm not going to eat a dairy cow. That's crazy, right? But
Why?
I mean, because the meat is different.
Different meat.
Um, yeah, dairy cows are not meant for human consumption. I mean,
Huh.
McDonald's sells dairy cows for the hamburgers. So,
How where do you line up on dairy in general? Because man, like I'm so conflicted. I go through times where I don't really like milk, and milk kind of gives me heartburn sometimes, or acid reflux, whatever you want to call it. But I've also heard in general that dairy, cheese, milk, it's just not good for us. You talk to people like you listen to the Joe Rogan interview with Hulk Hogan, talking about, man, you better stay away from that cheese, man. And it's like, brother, brother G-Lo, better stay away from the cheese. Like, okay, I hear it from the big man.
so from the milk perspective, here's a question.
Oh no, bro. Okay, no, I'm sorry. We gotta. Ash, are you still here, brother? Brother Ash, are you still here? We got a spammer in action.
Oh, I see that. The Cash App guy.
It's not the place for looking for funds, my guy. Why am I okay? Let's see if he's on. Yeah, he's on mine. He's on mine. Oh. I can't. Okay, report. There we go. Sorry, Clinton. Sorry, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna say spam. I guess I'd like to say scam, but spam will have to do for now. Sorry, my guy. Blocked. Block hand is strong. Oh, sorry.
So here's the question: of all the species on this planet, and I'm eating cheese right now.
Dairy's very inflammatory. Ashley says.
Here's a question: why are we the only species on this planet that still drinks milk after nursing?
You think we are? Well, I don't know. There's the whole like sort of stereotype about cats, and I know you're not actually supposed to give cats very much milk, but there was that. I don't know where that ever came about. The whole like, I don't know. I don't know even what to call it, but it was a thing. It was a thing. That's what we say, a thing. It was a thing where people used to give their cats milk or cream, and I guess that. So maybe I don't know. Maybe you're right, but I think animals would drink it. I think my dog would drink a bowl of milk if I gave her.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Why are we the only species that continues to drink milk even after our mothers have stopped producing milk for their babies?
Well, that's why I'm not trying to be difficult, but we are the only species that's able to process it. like not in our bodies, but like physically make machines to like do stuff with it and process it, and then we drink it. We don't
Well,
drink it straight from the cow. I mean, some people do, don't we?
here's
I've
the next.
never done it. That would be weird.
Well, here's the next question. So I'm not gonna give pushback. It's just an honest question. Who was the first guy, the
Right.
first human to say, "I'm gonna go to that cow right there, and I'm gonna take the milk from that mother cow, so she can't feed her baby cows, and I'm gonna drink it for myself"? Who was the first guy that did that?
One hungry mofo, we'll say. One hungry guy. Ashley says it's like 58% animal protein, which takes calcium to balance and acidity back out, and it will take the 42% of calcium to be able to do that. Wow, absolutely zero benefit. Just what I've learned. Okay. Don't drink milk. I drink soy milk. Well, see, I don't know that soy milk is any better for you. I actually drank almond milk for a while too, but then I heard really bad things about almond milk.
So this is my area of enjoyment. Okay. So I drink milk once in a while, very rare. The truth is we don't need milk of any sorts. Our body does not require, because if our body did require milk, we would still produce milk even up into the adult stages. I think some crazy guy said, "Hey, I want to drink milk. I miss drinking milk."
They're talking. So okay. Back when I don't even know how to time frame this Wild West and before, it was about calories, man. Like thinking, look at the settler days, the not settler. Look at the colonizer days, the Plymouth Rock and whatnot. They went with corn. They were like, bro, we got to survive this winter. This corn just gets us fat bellies. Let's do it. They weren't looking at, does this make sense? I think at some point when people started cultivating animals, this is my guess, they started to cultivate every part of it. Look at the Native American tribes. They used every bit of that animal that they could. And so when somebody cut into that milk sack, they were like, "Oh, what's this liquid in here?" And they drank it, right? Like they were drinking blood. They would drink blood from the animals, like not just Native Americans, but people in the past would do this for the calories, for if it's about survival, they're going to drink it. So somebody was like, "Oh, this white liquid's way better than this yellow liquid or this red liquid." They're like, "Whoa, the milk is way better than this yellow sack over here, man. Try that." Like that's probably what happened. You know what I mean? Soy milk's full of estrogen. You are muted, Gilo.
Culturally, so the Filipino side of my family, typically Filipinos, and I'm part Chinese and Hawaiian. So a lot of the Chinese and Filipinos, when they cook, they would rarely waste any part of the animal. So here in the United States, for example, if I catch a fish, and I'm not being mean in any way, but a lot of people in America, they waste a lot of the fish. They'll get a whole fish, they'll cut everything out of it, they'll cut the fillet, and they throw the whole thing away. People in other countries are like, "What are you doing? You're wasting all the best parts." So I think culturally, a lot of the things we eat, at least in the United States, a lot of it's processed. I think like for corn and milk, for example, it's a low cost, easy way to produce calories versus food.
Period.
Yeah.
Because you go back to Roman days where they had the bread, give the bread away or whatever to appease people. They're just literally trying to give out calories. Like that had nothing to do with like nutrition. Who was it? There was a movie, I think, with Robert De Niro, if I remember right, where he's like, "You know who invented salad? Poor people." Like that was his line.
There's some truth to that.
I don't know. Salad's got more nutrition in it than like bread,
Well, so a lot of the wealthy people, we talk about bread, they'll give bread to the poor people. But if you were the rich people, they had the fresh venison, the beef, fresh fish, depending where they lived. The thing with bread, I don't know if people realize this, the reason why bread has all your vitamins and nutrients in it is because they're required by law to put in those vitamins.
Put stuff in, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're required by law because processed wheat has no nutrients at all. None. Zero.
And how they put and where they get the vitamins from is really something I found that we have to look at, because I looked at this study on, I think it was fish oil, and they're looking at the GNC, like bunch of brands of fish oil, and they found that some of these companies, they're getting these quote vitamins or these supplements from byproducts that you would not want them to get it from. For instance, fish oil is a whole bunch of just the leftovers just squished and squashed, and they squish all the fish oil out of the leftover stuff. But to your point, some of that leftover stuff would have been stuff that would be actually used or processed in some places, like if it was done differently. But yeah, it's crazy how some of it is just not good, that we think, oh, it's a vitamin supplement. And then furthermore, I've talked about this before, is that vitamins actually bond to certain types of foods, certain, I don't know if you would say molecules, but the vitamins would bond to some foods that you don't know this, and you're thinking, oh, I'm taking that extra vitamin C pill today, or that extra supplement or whatever, I'm getting my boost of whatever vitamin. But then you go and eat some food that unwittingly just combines with that and flushes right through your system. Like, for instance, vitamin C and tortillas. I think I don't know if it's corn or regular. You have to do your own research, but I believe what I had read was tortilla shells and vitamin C. They'll like bond and then just flush right through your system. You didn't get any of it. See ya. Eva, hello. Cheese comes from milk. Yes, thank you, George. I believe it does.
You know, here's another fun fact for anybody that likes to weight train, exercise, and you drink protein shakes. If you read the label, so there's three major sources of protein powder, and it all comes from the floating stuff. So whatever floats when they cook milk, I'm using crude language. Cook milk,
Sure.
all that floating stuff.
The film, yeah.
They scrape all that off, and that's how they come up with your protein powder. It's all the leftover floating stuff.
The scum.
Yeah.
The scum. Oh. Why protein is milk waste. What whey protein is milk waste. Ooh. That's what you just said, basically.
Yeah. So the nutrient profile is theoretical. It's not true. They don't really test the efficacy of the actual protein powder. They just give you the numbers prior to them cooking it off. So,
yeah, I don't like how these. But you know what? Honestly, it's conflicting, because I want to find ways to reuse any waste products. Like, I feel like that makes sense for most things. Most situations have a reuse, but not shady. Like, I don't need wood pulp in my food. Like, there's a wood pulp extract or whatever. Like, there's that in some foods, and there's like all these chemicals we can't name. Like, that a lot of times is just ways for them to sort of reuse waste and make extra money that way. And I get it to an extent, but not the unethical portion of it, you know? I see a question here. Robert says, which butter is also dairy, but it's the fats of dairy? Oh, true. Okay. Yeah. Some are good. Whole milk is better than skim. Yeah. You want more of it, I guess. Because skim milk is processed and watered down. True. Natural cocoa bean is actually healthy, bro. A natural cocoa bean. Cocoa bean milk would be interesting. Now, Ashley says, and that makes sense, that if you feed a baby cow processed milk, it will die.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
But could you? Well, I mean, we give our kids whole milk, but not right away. Like, I don't even remember how long. It was 6 months, a year, maybe more, when you can start giving them actual regular milk. And again, that's just for more calories. It's just to give them My son stopped drinking milk at some point when he was young, and he will not touch milk. He doesn't want milk. Guys, 27 entries on a GrowFam box. The box? Only 27 want the box? Get in there. See, well, maybe some of the... Well, okay, you corrected it. Thanks, Sandy. Yeah. Get in there. See, there's one. John Doe. We got John Doe and nobody hanging out. And Gilo, you definitely got in there too. So 28. We're about to spin it, guys. I waited an hour. Only 28 of you is out of 220.
Hey, I got a question.
Go ahead.
So-
I'm gonna give them a couple more minutes. Go ahead.
Does StreamYard read off of Twitter comments too?
It does. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
if they put the hashtag, it'll read off of that.
Yeah, and you most certainly can on X. Should be able
Okay.
to on your page and mine. If anyone's over there watching from G-Lo's page, guys, 138 people come through on your side, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to go back to find a comment from X, but see oh, here's one from Cindy. There you go. See that? See the symbol on the screen or the logo?
Yeah.
By her. Yeah. Rumble does not have one yet, so Ashley said no way back here. Ashley Marie, I'm not sure what that was for, but now I really want to know.
I did see a Rumble comment in here with a Rumble logo.
It shows the logo on the list of comments, but when I pop it up on the screen, it will not show the logo at that point.
Okay.
It's just something that they need to work on. I really hope that we can get the numbers combined at some point. That would be nice. Well, the Rumble Studio is what they started working on. So
Yeah.
I doubt they're going to really, I don't know. I'm not sure who has to do the work between these two companies.
Well, it's pay to play. So if they don't pay,
I'm sure.
yeah, the platform, then they won't get full access to it. So
There's Margaret over there. This is a Rumble comment on the screen, but it just is, just like shows nothing. Here's me. It does show a profile picture if you have one, but it still won't show Rumble. Brian, you want to put a hashtag in front of that, brother? Hashtag #DeBox Grow Fan. I'm at stupid work or I'd be watching. Well, Derek, I appreciate you for popping in, man. I'm about to spin this, so if you got a couple minutes, hit the hashtag. Just got looks for that. Not sure what that means, brother.
hey, can you explain to me the box?
The Grow Fam box is an assortment of goodies from different people in the Grow Fam community, and also from stuff that's on the Grow Fam website, thegrowfam.com. And can you get a discount on the growfam.com? Most certainly you can get a discount on the growfam.com. If you put in code WTIF10 at checkout, you get a discount at the growfam.com. So let's see, 31. Okay, we're getting some more. We're getting some more in there. I'm going to play a quick commercial from our friends at Foop Bioscience, guys. Bioorganics, that good, what do you think, that stuff, that good old chum, that good fish byproduct that is all turned into beautiful plant food that you can use. So I'm going to play us a quick clip from Foop, the foliar spray, and then we'll get this spin going. All right, Billy, I do not think it is case sensitive, but yeah, I would just in case I would type it exactly the same, but I'm pretty sure we've tested it. But again, the StreamYard giveaway tool is not the most reliable, I don't think, unfortunately. There's not many other ways to do so many people all at once, though, that easily, unfortunately, again. But we're going to spin it, so good luck, everybody. Appreciate you all getting in on this Grow Fam box. 32 people now, so we got a few more in there. Good luck. I'm starting to see a few gnats. I'm gonna have to do some more things. Jess from the YouTube. Jess is a member of the Indoor Farmer Locals community. So Jess has what you might call hash and dash immunity. Hash and dash immunity for Jess. So she might be here, but she doesn't need to be. And you guys are welcome to tag her if you want. Let's go. Congrats, Jess. They did update locals, and it's got a new face, and it's got all kinds of new like look to it, guys. So if anybody is watching from my locals community, or if you're interested, check it out. Give it a few minutes to check it out. You know, go around and go surf it a little bit and see what's different. It looks, the whole look is a little different. And let me know if you have any problems. Obviously, my community members, $2 monthly if you're interested. Did I make it? No, you didn't, Lisa. I am sorry. I just spun it. I waited an hour and 10 minutes tonight, so I do apologize. Jess is here, but guess what? You won. Let me write that down, Jess, before I move on. I do want to do a couple of spins for my locals people. I got 16 members on the numbers list tonight, so I'm going to do a couple spins on that. So Jess, actually, Jess, you're still eligible, right, Jess? So on GrowFam, you're only allowed to win from the GrowFam lineup twice a month. So I think you're probably fine. You probably would have said something, but we'll deal with it later. All right. I'm going to pull up the number wheel.
I've just seen a critter crawling in the background.
I don't have anything to slap to make any noise over here. Like, here you go. Got it. All right. Well, I got to add Mama Rochi on here at number 16. So I don't know if you've messed around with locals ever, but Gilo, but it's a nice little spot away from, prying eyes. It's a private little, looks like a home away from home. It's like my little home base, as it were. And I like that they're updating it and trying to fix it and do things with it. So I like that. Let me shuffle this up a little bit. Oh, this was just your second one? Okay, cool. Gilo, obviously, if you got to go, let me know, my man. I'll probably be here for a little while longer, but I do want to spin this at least a couple of times.
I'm good for a few minutes. I'm just trying to count how many windows you have open. I think you have like 37 windows open.
Yeah, well, the giveaway tool is not needed. We can check out Kick. I'm up to 46 followers on Kick. Hi, nobody. Nobody does come through there and says hi sometimes, so appreciate that. 2 viewers. Someone's there right now. Hello. So I don't really need Kick open. Food news. I found some more news that I thought was interesting, but I wasn't going to pull it all up. Wendy's offers $3 breakfast combo as budget conscious consumers recoil from high prices. So Wendy's is the breakfast spot for you that still want to eat the fast garbage. A black tie farmers market and Asian food expo and more. Pittsburgh food news. This is a whole Pittsburgh food news website that I had seen, and there's a lot of actually food. I was actually trying to find agriculture news for a long time, and it's hard to find like a good source that I can get like lots of cool stuff. But then when I typed in food news, it can't, like a bunch of things came up. Trending food, celebrity restaurants, 2024. There's some stuff that could be, spicy, kind of interesting stuff to read. But I also want to find important stuff to read too. We also try to learn. That's what We Grow Wednesday is about in general. We try to learn.
Did you ever watch that documentary called Food Inc.?
I didn't, but I do know a lot about it.
Yeah,
Just
it's
the
a
fact
great.
that, yeah, just just all the behind the scenes of what's really happening with our food, and that's
Mhm.
one of the reasons why I wanted to do this with this show, because Ash and Dreadful, they found me when I was doing my show already that I do on Mondays. Shouts out to Sir Stevo, my co-host. We show off what I'm growing and like trying to learn and trying to do all that, and so I'm like, I can't do that twice. So I thought I want to set up a show like this, We Grow Wednesdays, to kind of look beyond my little, bubble here and find out what's happening out in the world of agriculture and growing, and not just those things, but our food. I mean, everyone has to worry about that, not just people who grow it, Just remember that you are outsourcing your food sources to other people, if you're not someone who wants to grow it. This is actually an interesting. I won't spend much time on it, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit. If you're a veteran out there and you're trying to learn or trying to get a farm situation or some kind of a commercial setup, the Farmer Veteran Coalition is a really cool site for that, because there's grants, there's also different help and partnerships and all kinds of things, resources, and my man Scott from Stewart Microgreens won twice, not once but twice, won their grant program, one for $1,000 and another one for $5,000. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to try to get myself into that program. I haven't got to do it yet. Homegrown by Heroes, I think is what it's called. Look at that red barn. I didn't even see it, Smashley. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking. But yeah, these are all the news articles tabs, basically. Oh, and then a couple of porn tabs that are up there, but don't look at those.
You know who'd be a great guest for you to get if you can get him
All of
is
them. Oh,
Will Harris. You ever heard of him?
no.
He is a I don't know. He does regenerative farming, but he's known for his cattle.
He's known for cattle. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I do want to talk more about livestock. I don't know, like I don't know that it would be a while before I'd want cattle, but then I saw these like baby cows or whatever they're called. They're not baby cows; they're like miniature cows. Miniature cows, man. Those seem a lot more like, you know, handleable, if you will.
How big are they?
They're like, I mean, you're taller than them. Like you wouldn't be. I have a friend that bought one, and it's like, I would say a big, like a really big dog, or a like definitely bigger than a dog, but much smaller than a full size cow. It's hard to say. Brandra, by the skin of your teeth, I'm about to give you number 17. I see that you had just commented. I just want to make sure it was only the once. Okay, Brandra on the locals. Yeah, it looks different. I like the way it looks now over on locals. Check it out. The indoorfarmer.locals.com. And guys, if you want to get in on the game night and all the giveaways and the Hash and Dash immunity and all of the stuff that I provide to my subscribers, you can also get that from subscribing over on Facebook too. If you are just dead set on keeping the Facebook going on, Brandra, you are number 17. Cool. I don't know that I gave Elisa May a number or Brad. Brad was just in here. Brad gets a number 18. Make sure I didn't give you a number already. So I just comment myself on there and give Brad a number. If I can find this, it's hard for me to navigate now. Trying to figure it out. Bradley is number 18. And this is coming from me, fam. This is just my give back to my subscribers. So good luck.
Go back from the stove.
Happy birthday, DJ. Is that the missus? Hi, Mrs. G-Lo. Hello. How are you?
Yeah, she's on the. So we our little office space we have. Her desk is like right next to mine, like right across. So,
Jess,
well,
thanks. Oh yeah, so you guys are close enough. I see. Yeah, definitely worth it. I think that the Hash and Dash community by itself is worth it, but then I literally make a game show also on top of that. Much love, guys. Hope you all have a wonderful night. You too, Robert. Thanks for hanging out, my man. It's my birthday. Oh, John. Okay. John's birthday. John. Happy birthday to John.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on, wait. This will be my. No. Hold on. This will be my final thing, and then I gotta check out. Hold on.
Okay.
Can you play for real? Or are you just messing around?
No, that was literally. That's just literally me blowing air through it.
I got my ukulele, so
anymore. Here, I'll pull you up if you want to play for everyone for a minute.
Well, you gotta sing though. Yeah. So
I gotta sing. What would I be singing?
Happy birthday. Whose birthday is it again?
John's birthday. John Ross. Happy birthday.
Wait,
35.
John. Happy birthday, John. We're gonna sing it in. So, can you play chords in your harmonica?
No, I just that's literally just.
That's so funny.
It almost sounds like music, but it's not. It's just,
no, it's music. Okay, this will be my last song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John Ross. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, John Ross.
Wait, I'm supposed to do that.
That was the right key. Do the thing.
Wait. No. I think that's it.
That's it.
All right. I do want to actually learn because it's fun. I actually really like it. And it actually is good for your lungs because especially those of us who smoke, you got to find ways to keep your lungs working. You know what I mean?
Well, brother, I appreciate you. I'm going to dig out, eat me some dinner.
Okay. No problem, man. I appreciate you hanging out. And thanks for the entertainment. G-Lo over on X, guys. Go check him out if you're not already. I know I got a handful of friends that go over to X too, so check him out. All of his.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Thanks. Have a good night, man.
You too.
I should take this off of your name. There you go. All right. We got G-Lo coming through to save the day. Hang out with me on a Wednesday. I'm going to pull this back up and do the spin for my subs. They are fun, Robert. I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying stuff. Steve-O, what's up, man? Hope you got a number. We've got 18 people in on this spin. Actually, did I forget to put the 18 on? Oh, no. I don't even see the 17. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me look one more time. Nope, no 17 or 18. Can't do that. Goodness gracious. Why didn't anybody tell me? Why didn't anybody tell me my butt was this big? Oh, that's not right. Yeah, you guys didn't get a number. You have all you have to do to get a number, Devin and Ian, is you just have to go over to the indoorfarmer.locals.com, Sign up. $2 a month, man. You're gonna get so many things. Game night 4 times a month, giveaways, hash and dash immunity at least 4 or 5 times a week. So it's worth it. So you both are welcome to get on this. I'm about to spin it again and then again tomorrow. So, and then there's game night Sunday, and then so on and so on and so forth. You can win Grow Fam gift cards on game night. You can win there's 16 other sponsors on game night to win from. So go check it out, my guy. Yeah, I was talking about it before I did the spin. Unless maybe you just saw the wheel. It was like, hey, I don't know what this guy's saying, but I know I'm not on this wheel. I need to be on this wheel. But yeah, it's cool. Definitely hit me up if you're interested, because like Jess was saying, it is more than worth it. Brenda, what's up? Oh man. Let's see. Number 10 was, drum roll please, Gerald Jones the third. And guess what you can also get to do with my subscribers is you can tag the person who won. You can tag him. Oh, he's already here, but you could have tagged him if he didn't already enjoy the content and hanging out. What's up? What's up, Hawk? Hokolin. Am I saying that right, brother? Appreciate you coming through. I was tagged, then heard happy birthday. Oh, yeah. Being sang. Hell yeah. I mean, look, I appreciate any second that someone comes in. If you want to find out what's going on, boom. You just, like you guys did, asked. You did the right thing. Like, hey, how do I get in on this? You know, that's what's up. All right. Gerald is our first winner this week. G-Rod in the house, my guy. He played on screen last week as one of the team captains on game night. And Miss Sandy's going to be playing this week, trying to dethrone Miss Michelle Paris. Hello, Donna. Good enough. Okay. Well, I like to, try to get it as close as I can. Hokolin. I'm not saying. I'm just gonna stop. And I had a blast. See that? You get so much. You get so much, but you give so much too. You guys are pushing me forward, and therefore I try to do better for you guys. Hulk works. Okay. Hulk, are you a big tall guy? Is that what's up? All right, I'm gonna check one more time because I don't know if Steve-O has gotten a number yet, and I wanted to make sure that no one else has jumped in. Yeah, they did some updates, that's for sure. Okay, I got Mama Rochi and Rendra. Okay, cool. Good luck. Shouts out to my People in the Boxes co-hosts. Tomorrow, People in the Boxes, 8 o'clock Central Time. Going to be seeing some, I don't even know what our topic is, but general common topics described by our personal lived experiences, and we share them together. We create perspective for one another, and show people that we can talk about things and create some understanding. You don't have to agree with one another. You can just explain what you have lived and what you have experienced on the topic. And before that, actually, 6 o'clock Central Time, you got Sir Steve-O on Certified Terpy Thursdays. So go check him out. Bearded started calling me Hulk Hogan because he kept slaughtering my name. I see. So you got that. So it stuck. You got a nickname that stuck. I like that. I don't have any nicknames. Boo-hoo for me. I don't got any nicknames. Who is number 15? Oh, Steve-O did as I as I was sitting here. Well, at least you'll be in for tomorrow. You are number 19. I didn't realize you were heading over there, my man. I apologize. Whoa, it like duplicated your comment. That's weird. Okay. My bad, Steve-O. But we'll get you. You'll be on there for tomorrow. I'm going to add it in right now. Number 15 is Margaret Jett, who is here, but doesn't have to be. Margaret is, oh, that's not, I'm not trying to respin, but I'm trying to add Steve-O in here. For tomorrow, I might even do an extra spin. So Margaret, if you guys don't know, has a group now. Go check it out. MJ's Baked Goods. And she shows off all kinds of awesome baked goods that will get you baked for good. You know. But congratulations. Gerald and Margaret both going to be getting 2.5 times what their subscription rate is, or their level anyway. I just have to check that before I can know exactly what it is. Yeah, congrats. But yeah, I do that spin 3 times a week. Hopefully we'll be doing it more. If I can get, we can get our community built up a little bit more, I will do more, and so on and so forth as it grows. No pun intended. But yeah, right now we're sitting at, I think, 66 members of the community on locals. That's just for me, not GrowFam per se. GrowFam is on locals, but they follow me on locals. So you can also follow anyone else that goes over there, I believe. Time to eat. All right, Hulk. Have a great night, man. I'll be wrapping things up myself here shortly. I guess I could do a quick dab-a-roo. I guess I could. I think I'll go ahead and disconnect Gilo's link so that he doesn't get associated with any of us, hooligan smokers and such. So we're going to go ahead and remove the Gilo link. Guys, if anyone's watching from Gilo's X account right now, I appreciate it. Definitely do. Come and find me, if you will, on X, at the Indoor Farmer, capital T. Come check it out. Thanks. Okay. Gilo is now free from the dabbage. In fact, I might even do here. Let me see something here. If we do this, yeah, just for the dabbage, trying to maintain a semblance of sensibilities, It's the torch and all the stuff is just a little bit. It's abrasive to those that we're trying to bring into the fold. We're trying to show these normies, these non-cannabis users, that there's some nuance to it. We're not all sitting around being useless, which was what the stereotype, what the study that I read earlier tonight was talking about. So we can show a little bit of compassion. I can meet them halfway and put my dab rig, just behind a thing on the screen. You can still see it. You just aren't going to see the heat. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? I know some people disagree. I know there's some disagreements on that, but hey, Did Sir Steve-O pop back in? I don't think you did, but I appreciate you going over there, brother. Classy fella. Thanks, Colin. See, I'm trying to bring a little class to because you look at, I take Joe Rogan for example all the time because he's the biggest podcast in the world and he smokes weed on screen once in a while. But he's smoking like a joint, and I'll be honest, this is healthier than a joint. Doing what I'm doing is healthier than a joint, but it is more, I don't know, abrasive or more off-putting, I guess, to the ones that are not in the know. Great show, though, guys. I appreciate everybody's participation. 60 likes, 66 likes even on the Facebook side. We got 4 Rumblers. I lost 2 followers on Rumble. Oh my gosh. What happened to Rumble? It's gone down the tubes. All right, heating up for a quick dabaroo, y'all. Who's with me? Who's with me? Anybody? Anybody with Bueller? Is Bueller with? Good night, Brenda. See me next time. Thanks, Brenda. I appreciate you coming in. Every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Central Time, we grow Wednesdays. If you want to see my plants and such, you have to go check it out on Monday nights. The Indoor Farmer with Sir Steve-O. We show off what's growing on. Cheers, everyone. Good night, Diane. Good night, Margaret. Good night, John Boy. Good night. Having trouble typing time. You were there too? Hells yeah. Okay. I'm going to have to clean up this bunker after this. Good night, Mary Ellen. I thought it was Sue Ellen. Up came a bubbling brew. Dabs, that is. I love it. Although I don't love these dabs. They are something harsh in them. I will be coughing extensively here in a few minutes. Man, we learned a lot tonight, though. Actually learned a lot. I need to write more notes down, though. I've created a new system for my notebooks to set up here, so I should be making myself notes. Cheers. Ooh. Lordy. Wonderful. Well, that is it for me, folks. Be like that kid in Iowa, thinking outside the box. No pun intended. Be careful when eating raw meat. You got to watch out for maggots and such. Oh, I should have. You could just see my hand and the pinky. Woo. I told you. I said it. I warned you. Excellent. Well, let's shut that off and go back to me. All right. All right. Yeah. Check out tomorrow night, Turpy Thursdays with Sir Steve-O. And then you have Fan Fridays, and you've got Nancy's Own on Saturdays. I'm not sure what she's calling the show. I don't get to catch it on Saturdays much. Pretty busy on the weekends, unfortunately. This weekend I'll be going to a farmer's market again. I don't know what else. Maybe do something else. Maybe Bed Bath Beyond. I don't know. We'll have time. Okay. Peace out, everybody. Just remember, doesn't matter how cool you are. Doesn't matter what you do, what kind of, career you have. Every single person on the planet has to eat. Remember that.